What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is something completely different to what I normally do, but I've been doing YouTube for about a month now. I've got a decent setup that I've been using for a couple of years prior to this, and I want to kind of give you a tour of it. I don't have the best gear. I don't have a 2080 Ti sitting on my PC. I don't have a million capture cards and monitors, lights and everything else, but what I do have is perfectly fine and functional for this channel, for starting a YouTube channel, for creating content. And I just want to kind of show you guys that you don't need thousands and thousands of pounds to be able to start a channel. You just need a kind of small investment that you can make in a couple of weeks and just perseverance. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you everything from my PC to my setup to my workflow, my microphones, my cameras, everything that you would really want to know about me and how I make my content. But as we go along, just remember that this is not stuff that I have just gone out and bought for the sake of this YouTube channel. I've had an interest in cameras and mics and gaming and everything for years and years and years. This has been collected over those years. And if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you can do it. You just need a camera. Use this. Talk about shit that you're interested in, make some videos, build up from there. Buy what you need rather than what you want. Enjoy the video. Let's get into it. As a quick disclaimer, I'm in the middle of editing this video and I had no idea how annoying my PC was when it was rendering out the video. So I just want to say sorry for the bad audio. Enjoy the video nonetheless, but I won't blame you if you want to skip it. What's up guys, I'm shooting this super late at night, so you have to excuse the the lack of everything. It's pitch black in here, but this is where my office is. It's in the conservatory of my house, which was a terrible idea. I cannot do anything during the day, but I thought I'd give you a rundown, right? So, I don't really know where to start. I suppose 3 monitor setup. These are just standard 1920 by 1080p monitors. That is the view I'm staring at for a good sort of 8 to 12 hours a day at the moment. And that's just for the YouTube stuff, let alone my normal work. So, pretty simple. They're just BenQ monitors. You can pick things like this up for 100 quid. I recently upgraded. I used to have the Razer keyboard and mouse. I'm trying out Corsair. I'm not too keen, honestly. Like, I think I prefer the Razer stuff. These are not mechanical keys either. They're just standard. So maybe that's what's kind of missing. But yeah. So I don't know the exact name of these. I'll find out and put it in the description down below. But yeah, so cool little setup, super simple RGB stuff, and the main reason I got this is because of the macro keys here. So super simple. Got a little Google Home there, so nice bit of music. I don't actually have speakers for this setup at the moment. I did have, and then I ended up selling them thinking I was going to upgrade and never got around to it. But there we go. So behind here you can actually see some whey protein, trying to get my gains. A couple of little things. We've got Rubik's Cube, little planty boy here, little bobblehead Groot, and some amiibos. I do have the other one for that, but they kind of went missing. I just got them as a pack when Animal Crossing came out, thinking that it was going to be the next big thing, and it was not. Pro gaming, a bite-sized history of video games, and the Marvel book, just to get more of a history on the characters and whatnot, because I was never really around for the comic books. I only started getting into them from the MCU. And I'm trying to learn more about the origins. A couple of notebooks in here, so just daily journals and whatnot. One of my most prized possessions, actually. Those of you who don't know, I'm really into Pokemon cards. I've got the original Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And I've got the Ash's Pikachu, which was the released with the I Choose You movie. I've got that on release. And you've got the classic Pikachu underneath as well. So cool little things here. I've got a couple of little, probably can't see it, little Darth Vader memorabilia behind there. Another little Darth Vader here, which is a clock, because why not? And a big Darth Vader there with a little lid, just sticks stuff inside of him. All this stuff I picked up over the years, so just cool little collectibles. He's also my headphone stand for the Total Beach headset I've got at the moment. And then just a couple other things on the desk. You've got my EDC, Everyday Carry, which is my coronavirus mask. I got my little wallet here. I used to have one of the big fat ones that sort of folded open, but I prefer like a nice minimalist thing. So I've got like 10 fucking bank cards in there, and my knife as well. So that is completely UK legal, for anybody wondering. These I was gonna put away for this video, but I need to charge them. So we got some external battery packs. I've got a couple of 10,000, 20,000 milliamp hours, and then a couple of 6. It's more just like if I'm going away doing a photo shoot or something, or I'm going away with the kids and the family, I want to be able to charge all my stuff. Then obviously at the moment we've got the Xbox One, the PS3, PS4's hooked up upstairs, a little landline. Got a Nintendo Switch hooked up back here as well. That all runs into a HDMI switch, so I can just flick between all 3, bring the PS4 down whenever I want to. And that's all going into the old Elgato Hd60, which I bought thinking was going to be great, and it is. It works for what I need, but the delay is actually really annoying. So I'm going to probably upgrade that to the Hd60s or the Hd60s Plus, just so that I can not worry about delays and all that kind of stuff when I'm streaming or recording videos. Because I'm going to be doing more Xbox stuff soon. For those of you who don't know, I'm probably going to be playing through all of the Halo games before Infinite releases. So that'll be fun. Go over this side, show you here. Just some old, like this is the kit lens that came with my first ever camera. Got some old school film lenses here, a couple more, and then just some cameras I've collected over the years. So those of you who aren't interested in this, I'm sorry, but you've got my first ever camera that I did YouTube on. This cost me like 100 quid, shot 720p, which I thought was amazing. Oh no, 1080p. So I was balling back in the day. I must have got that when I was about 14, 15 years old. This is my first ever actual camera, like photography thing. It didn't shoot video. It's a Canon 1000D. For me it was amazing because it kind of forced the progression and to get better at something that I loved, but you know, looking back on it, it's like, meh, could have done better than that. Got some old, what are they called, film cameras here that I've never actually used, but I want to learn how to. A few more little guys here. Just some little bits and bobs, like some London memorabilia. London is my hometown, for anybody who doesn't know. So just some things I picked up along the way, really. I'll show you all this in a minute. Got the film camera that I actually use on a regular basis, but film is fucking expensive. So I try to just kind of keep that for big family events. Got a point and shoot. You literally take a picture, get it developed, and then you just throw that guy away. I still haven't got that developed yet, so I'm curious about seeing what's inside there. And then just in case I ever need a spare camera on top of all of these and what other stuff I'm going to show you, I've got this little point and shoot as well. Some books that I'm reading. This is a Wi-Fi extender, by the way, because my living room is about 20-25 feet that way, and the internet is shit out here. So I need that guy hooked up to my PC and my Xbox via Ethernet every minute of the day. Some of my favourite books that I've ever read that should be pushed in like that, and that's annoying me. I've got a Fuck It, which is, I mean, all these kind of self-help books, and then obviously you've got Gordon Ramsay there as well. But yeah, Fuck It, which is kind of spirituality thing, teaches you a way of dealing with things in a better way rather than getting frustrated and angry. You adapt the mentality of saying, fuck it, it's me. And just kind of changes your mindset of things. You've got The Secret, Harry Potter the Cursed Child, which I haven't read yet, Gordon Ramsay, Humble Pie, Martin Luther King, autobiography. So some interesting stuff, and then some more books. I've got like a little mini library upstairs, but my favourite book of all time is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. That is normally there. This little thing here is a little bracelet I got one of my favourite days out with my daughter. We went to London Zoo, and she was just amazed by all the animals, and we've got a matching pair, so it's kind of cute. My watch as well, not really notable. That's my girlfriend in the picture there. She's older than 13 now, I promise. Yeah, so cool little watch. My first ever watch that I bought myself. I've bought more expensive ones since then. I got this when I was like 17, 18, using my first paycheck. And yeah, ultimately it's just a cool little thing. So that's still, even though it's one of my oldest and one of the least expensive that I own, it's my favourite watch for 101 reasons. The mic I'm using at the moment, and I'll run down all the specs with you for everything. The mic I'm using for all my actual recorded stuff here, my live streams, is the Samson C01U Pro, which I have bought the Elgato Wave 3. That's going to be coming at some point soon once they sort their shipping out. But this one I've had for ages. It works fine, it sounds great, but I figured I might as well upgrade it. I do need to upgrade these headphones though, because look at that. These, I mean, they're Sony headphones. I can't remember the actual name of them. I bought them when I was flying to America for the first time, and I needed something that had noise cancelling. And literally on the flight, I lost the little panel that protected the battery that you need for the noise cancelling. But still, to this day, it works perfectly fine. He says as the on light doesn't come on. Have I got the battery in the wrong way? Probably. But I need to upgrade them as well. I've got my eyes on some audio, what are they called? Audio Technica or something. Either way, good headphones. So that's pretty much it in terms of all the, all the regular use stuff. My PC down there, this is an old boy. I need to upgrade this. It's running a GTX 760, i5, 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3. So, and then it's got like 4-5 terabytes of hard drive space that I've barely even touched. I need to upgrade the entire thing. Like 760 is fucking old. I want to upgrade at least to a 1080 or 1080 Ti. So, and obviously the processor's destroyed right now because, like I say, it's just so old. But yeah, that's going to be upgraded at some point soon. You can see he's a dusty boy. That's all scratches and marks, but he's served me well. He built me a business. Now we're doing YouTube together, and it's like, you're a good old boy. Those fans are fucking loud though, so I'm definitely getting water cooling whenever I upgrade. Cool. So I don't know what else really to show you. I'll show you what's inside the drawers, which is kind of the fun bit for me. Helps my OCD. This one, you just got some controllers. You've got the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, the PS3, and then I've got the Elite controller somewhere, but I don't know where that's gone. Either way, and then here just some, I won't get it out because I've got a drink there, but just some grooming stuff, little Brio razor and whatnot. This one's kind of unorganized. Just some drawing stuff because I'm trying to get better at drawing. That's one thing I've never really been able to do, and I feel like I'm still young, so why not try and learn? If you want to see it, I'll show you some of my stuff, but not really relevant to this video. Just some spare batteries, fuses, big batteries, plugs, extension leads, or whatever. This is normally a bit more full, but I've used up all my batteries lately. This mess of a drawer is just cables. So you've got the old lightning cables, which I don't even use anymore, so I'm probably going to throw them. A bunch of micro SDs, micro USBs, sorry. You got some more Wi-Fi extenders, some Ethernet to USB-C cables in there, fairy lights in the back, HDMI cables, simple stuff. In here you got some paperwork, which obviously I ain't going to get out, but that's all boring bills and whatnot. And then here just got some memorabilia, so nothing crazy, but I like keeping hold of things that sort of meant a lot to me in the past. It's an ongoing problem of mine. Over here, while we're going through boring stuff, got 2 tripods, which I actually use as my green screen at the moment. Again, I'm going to get the Elgato. Like, it looks so cool. You just place it on the ground and lift it up. It just stays there, which is so much more convenient than the green screen that I have now. And then this giant little board that I've been using for photography for God knows how many years now. It was originally like a table, I think, and we just decided to get rid of it. So I kept that because why the hell not? My cable organization could be a little bit better. It's one part of the video that I did not sort of prep to look nice. I won't keep you staring at it, but I moved into this place a couple of months ago, so we're just kind of, I have a setup, and that will be sorted at some point. But I don't see the point in organising all that until I've got a new PC, because when I get a PC, I've got to get new monitors, and that means I've got to, yeah, you get it. It's going to be a long process. Over here, these are just some of my pop figures. So I've got all the Endgame, pretty much all the Infinity War ones. I think I've missed a couple. And then we've got like the limited edition gold ones. We've got some big boys over there, and then just a couple of characters that I wanted to collect as well, like Proxima Midnight, Ant-Man. Yeah, just a couple of guys running along here. So what I did have in my previous place was a giant display cabinet, and that got broke when we were moving over, so I need to get another one. But for now, they will just kind of chill in here. But Like I said, I've been collecting all these for a long time now. I started collecting these when I was about 20. I'm now 25 and put a lot of money into these guys, and I realized that they only really increase in value if you have all the boxes. Kind of fucked up on that one, but still. This my t-shirt I wore for the midnight release of Infinity War. My partner got it for me. Don't know if it's like limited edition or whatever, but it's kind of cool. A little travel bag down there, loads of cables just laying about everywhere. I'm sorry for the focus issues. I'm using the OnePlus 7T Pro at the moment to record all this, and it does not like me. Back here is like one of my favourite things that I own. These posters were, I think they're made by a guy called Matt Ferguson, and they were released with the midnight release of Avengers Endgame, which obviously went on to being the best-selling film of all time. And he released two. He released one on the day of the midnight release, which I went to, and then he released another one about 2 weeks later. I'll put the full image somewhere for you, but ultimately I'm so glad that I've been able to keep these, and as far as I know, their value is increasing every single day until they smash and break. Again, I used to have them up on a wall, and then I now live in a glass box. Back here we've got the Zelda Historia book, which is just, I love the artwork inside of it. Let me see if I can show you actually. I never really get this out anymore. But as you can tell, I love collecting all these kind of, like, all that. It's got all the artwork and everything from the retro games, all the Konami codes, I think they're cool. So, kind of interesting. And this whole book is just concept art, final designs, the historia behind it all. Like, I love this kind of shit. So just little things like that I like collecting. Not really worth much. I mean, this book retail I think was like £30. Yeah, $34. But I actually picked this up super cheap. I think I got it for like 10 quid. Pop you down there. Alright, focus please. Hello. Hello, camera. I know this video is super informal, and that's simply because, you know, I'm shooting it on my phone because I want you to get the best experience of what I've got around the office. I don't want you to be distracted by whatever. So, yeah. This is my favourite sort of lineup of drawers. All my DIY stuff in here. So you've got things like super powerful torches, repair kits for Nintendo Switch, phones, whatever. And just, yeah, electric screwdriver. A couple of little bits that I'm pretty fond of. Little burner phone for all my drug deals. Yeah, so hot glue, WD-40, oil for my my lighter. Oh, look at this! Look at that. This is the cutest little thing. Look how tiny that is. It's the size of my. Look at that! It's so cute. So there we go. Second drawer in, we've just got some DIY bits, some clamps. If I'm ever trying to put my my big light, which is a little homemade LED thing. Again, I need to get the Elgato key light, but you got to make do on a budget. So yeah, I've got a couple of hot glue guns, clamps, whatever. I've also got a vice grip back there for a future project. I bought that the other day. And here's all my camera gear and recording stuff. Well, half of it. I've got a lockup, which is where I put all of my expensive shit. This is just all my stuff I use on a regular basis for YouTube. So you've got a cheap little Canon 200D. It's got a standard kit, 18 to 55mm lens. You've got a 50mm lens here. Like I say, you've got some lenses up there as well. GoPro Hero 7 Black. Got a little microphone here, which is the Zoom 8 H1 in there, and the Tascam DR05. Got a little shotgun mic for the Canon. I'm going to reorganise all this afterwards. Some camping lights back there, which are super good for key lights. A little flash gun there. A little suction mount for my phone if I ever feel like just sticking the phone on the glass and recording a little vloggy bit. Gorilla Pod, little thingy, and obviously a LED, not LED, SD and micro SD to USB, because my PC doesn't have one. Another reason why I need to upgrade this thing. In this one, we have all of my physical games. I have pretty much gone entirely digital now. I've got a library of like 300 just on my Xbox alone, 100 and something on Steam. and probably about 50, 60 on PS4. But like, these are all the ones I've collected that I can't really part with because I've got too much of an emotional attachment with. So you've got all the Far Cry, Call of Duty, Final Fantasy, Red Dead, games that I'm a massive fan of. I try to buy the physical copies rather than digital so that I can always hang on to them. And then obviously The Last of Us, I've had this for God knows how many years. Final Fantasy, Little Big Planet, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5, GTA 4. Back here you've got all the Xbox 360 games that I used to have. They have not been taken out in a long time. All my Nintendo Switch games are in this case. Wii games. And obviously we have some of the biggest Switch games out at the moment. So Pokemon Sword, Zelda, Skyrim, Fire Emblem, Mario and Animal Crossing. And 2 of my classic Nintendo DS's as well from when I was a kid. I've hung on to them all these years. And in the bottom drawer here we have my collection of Pokemon cards, which I've recently got valuated, and it is worth a shit ton of money. I'll say that much. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them, whether I'm going to go through and just sell them all, or whether I'm going to keep them and just see if they increase in value. But maybe I'll show you guys if you're interested in seeing them. Little thing from a video I did, ASMR video, that turned out pretty good. There we go, just some memorabilia bits. And underneath that box there, the red one is the OnePlus 7T Pro box. So that is pretty much everything in terms of my setup and what I do on a daily basis. I was going to record a thing with this that kind of showed you guys what my workflow is, but I think I'm going to leave that for a separate video because this one's already like 20 minutes long. I just thought I love these kind of videos. I love the setup. I love learning about how people do things. While I feel bad that this entire video is being shot on my phone, it's just, if I'd used one of my cameras or whatever, then it would have been just a pain in the ass, because if I'm showing you how everything's organized, I want everything to be in its place. I'm weird like that. But yeah, I'm sorry that the audio isn't crazy good. I'm sorry that the video quality isn't amazing, but it's what it is. It's like a little vlog. It's old school. People used to make this kind of stuff all the time. So as you can see, like, even though I have some relatively expensive gear, like, most of this stuff is at least 4 to 5 years old. The cameras that I have, 4 to 5 years old, super cheap. The monitors, you know, they're not crazy expensive. The computer that I have, you could probably pick up now for like 400 quid in terms of just parts. So yeah, it's stuff that I have accumulated over the years, and I have money, but I don't see the point in buying shit just for like little upgrades. I could go and buy a brand new PC right now, but it's like, this one works fine for what I need. If I start editing 4K video, or I'm starting to do like 2 videos a day and I need faster render time, sure. But like, I don't feel like, if I need something, then I'll upgrade it. Like the mic. It's great, I love it, but I really want the software that comes with it so I can separate the tracks. And you can only get that with the Elgato Wave 1 or 3. So it's like, that's something I'm willing to invest money into. The capture card I didn't have. I could have just recorded on a USB via the Xbox stuff and just done it like that. But, you know, it's kind of fun just to have things kind of planned out, make my life a little bit easier. So that's pretty much it. I don't want to bore you guys. I know you're only really here to see what kind of stuff I use on a daily basis. If you're interested in seeing my workflow, how I organize files, how I make videos, how I maintain kind of a structure, that video will be probably coming out soon if it's something you guys are interested in. Again, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm not a big thing. If I was, then all this would just be switched up. But for now, I've got everything I need to make the content I enjoy. And I feel like will interest other people. So I can't complain. I'm very fortunate to have accumulated this over the years. I'm very fortunate to have accumulated my more expensive stuff, like the Canon 1DX. I've got a bunch of like 35mm Sigma lenses. I've got, yeah, just Sony A7S. So it's like, I've got really lovely gear, but I just don't see the point in using any of that shit for YouTube. With this, like the Canon, the 200D, I just want to be able to record something, take the SD card out, put it in. I don't want to flap around with all the cinematography stuff like I would if I were doing short films or stuff like that. So it's like, just make the most of what you have. And it goes to show that you don't need crazy expensive gear to be able to start a YouTube channel. You just start with a passion for whatever it is that you like, and just pursue the idea of gaining an audience from that. I think that's the most important thing. So that's it. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to stop boring you. Just know that I love your faces. Thank you so much for watching the video. And if there's anything you would like to see more of an in-depth explanation of, let me know. But in the meantime, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.